My name is CJ. I play guitar, bass, and I sing for Bloomill, which is a jam band.
We were originally from Detroit, and we kind of have shifted gears towards Mount Pleasant, and now we're trying to branch outwards.
We all like a lot of different music. Like I like a lot of heavy metal, and then CJ likes blues, and then Evan's all into jam bands, and Alex is into his progressive stuff. And so it just kind of all came together that way.
Two of us, me and CJ, live in Farmington Hills, and two of us, Alex and Steven, live in Mount Pleasant. And it was a little tricky at first, but since that transition has happened, it's actually helped us cover more ground and play shows in a wider variety of cities in Michigan.
Steven and Evan and I went to school together, and our senior year we started just jamming for fun, and we ended up liking it so much we just decided to make a band out of it. Then Steven and I came up to Central for school, and so we were just doing it that way, having two people in Mount Pleasant, one person in Detroit. And then we met Alex, who was a drummer for a different band at Rubbles, and then we just started jamming with him, and then we thought it'd be cool to have a full-time drummer, so he joined the band.
I went to see a couple shows with them, and I ended up hanging out with them afterwards, going over to Steven's apartment and just hanging out, and it was just a lot of fun. It was more like just hanging out with my friends that I always had rather than just new people that were weird and strange to me.
Playing on stage with Bloomill is to me, the most fun thing I could think of doing. Not only are we all really compatible musicians, but we're really compatible personalities, and that helps out a lot on especially when we're playing on stage, because we can feel each other out really well.
I think that those are the things that it really takes, along with motivation and drive, to really get a band to go out there, to get out there. And at least the way I see it going is we have some bigger shows coming up, playing with some bigger artists, and I'm hoping that they'll see what we're all about and they'll try to help us out. And I'm really hoping that we can get onto some music festivals in the coming years, and hopefully that will bring us to the next level. And I just see us moving nowhere but forward.
College towns, I think, are just great, especially for bands with members our age who are in college, and I think the students just kind of identify with that because you're the same age, and they can just kind of hang out before and after the show, and I think it's a lot more friendly than having 40-year-old guys watching you or playing and you watching them. And everyone's always in town, everyone's bored on the weekends, no one wants to do homework, so everyone's going to come out to the show, and it's pretty cool.
Mount Pleasant has been extremely loyal to us, and along with the people in it, obviously, and all the people that help put on the shows, especially Rubbles Bar. We've become really close with all the people that work there, whether it's the bartender or the sound guy or the door guy. They're all awesome people who have helped us tremendously, not just get gigs at Rubbles, but also expand outward. And we can't thank them enough for everything that they've done. And we've played a couple shows at other places just through More Media Records, different fundraisers, and we played at the Cabin.
Being on stage is always an adventure because we always end up improvising a lot during the song, so you never know what's going to happen when you start the song or when you start the night, or even in the middle of the song you don't know how it's going to turn out at the end.
For me, it's almost the truest type of music, this improv, jam band kind of thing, because it's just coming straight from the heart. Everybody's improvising. It's like everybody's communicating on almost a verbal level, except instead of talking, it's with your instruments. So I may throw an idea out there, start playing a little riff or something, and CJ will pick up on it and modify his bass line to really click with what I'm doing. And everybody, once two people do it, then the other two people are sure to hear it. So it really is. It's fun to see who's gonna do what with what you throw out there. It's always a changing and growing sensation, playing with Bloomill. It's every time we play a show, it doesn't get old. We have pretty much every social networking site up and running right now. You can go to facebook.com/Bloomill, or I think it's twitter.com/Bloomill, but the best way to hear Bloomill is to come hear us live. Recordings get outdated, recordings stay the same every time you listen to them, but our show is constantly changing and we're constantly maturing as musicians, and I think that if you want to hear Bloomill, the way to do it is to come out and see us live. Come check us out at Rubbles, we're there all the time.